Hey, I'm Jen Merritt. In today's class, we're going to talk about energy healing. There are 7 chakras in the body. There's meridian lines. In Chinese medicine, they're called meridian lines. In Indian medicine, they're called nadis. There's lines of energy in the body that function together. And we tend to think of energy as far as I'm tired or I'm energized. I'm awake or I'm sleepy. There's continents of people where it's built into their history and their society, ways of working with the energy body. And some of us, we just didn't grow up with that. But it's still a very real part of us. And in my experience, over the last 20 years, I've studied the chakras, I've studied pranic healing, magnified healing, I have my Reiki masters, I teach magnified healing, I teach energy awareness and self-care. When I'm doing energy work on other people, it may look like my hands are resting on them. It may look like my hands are floating above them. Most often people experience it as a feeling of warmth, tingliness. Occasionally people are more visual and they'll see colors. Ultimately, an overall experience of well-being, feeling more rested, especially improved sleep, is a very common experience with Reiki energy healing. I also know people who had physical pain that used Reiki as a way to increase life force, prana, to that physical part of their body, and in doing so over time, it increased healing. I've seen that in people who also made choices in their life that aligned to their healing. They also started eating better, they started exercising. The energy work is very complementary. And naturally, as energy shifts, you want to do things different in life. When your energy is vibrant and healthy and you're feeling strong, you're going to more confidently say no to those people in your life that throw you off balance. You're not willing to tolerate it as much because you feel better. So it's complementary. It's like, which one came first? Did the energy affect the physical? Did the physical affect the energy? The reality is it's both. When you shift the energy, naturally you start to take actions, have conversations, make choices in life that is coming from that energy shift. And then vice versa, when you change something physically, if you put different food in your body, the energy of that food becomes you. You then start to feel a change in your energy. So I teach, in general, we do Reiki, which is increasing the life force energy. Where there is excess energy, it softens. Where there's a depletion of energy, it fills. Reiki, the person is getting out of the way and allowing divine energy, prana, to move through them. They're becoming a vessel to the universal life force. In distance Reiki, which is often what we're doing, we use symbols to tune into sending energy throughout time and space. Because energy is everywhere and in everything. It's the atoms that are moving us. It's the earth. It's the sky. Because energy is timeless, there's practices that allow you to build awareness on sending Reiki throughout time and space. And that's what distance Reiki is. So when I lead classes, occasionally we'll do like pranic healing, or we'll do magnified healing, or a different way of working with the chakras. We'll do hypnosis or meditation. But for the most part, what we're doing is Reiki. So for those that are new to Reiki, come in and receive, relax, put yourself in a place of receiving, feeling safe, rested, and just come in and receive. For those of us that come into class and they're practitioners, or they have an understanding of it, or they've taken a lot of classes and now they've built a practice around sending energy, even if you're not certified in Reiki, if your intent is to connect to the highest possible place and you're sending love, that is all that you really need. I don't really believe we need trainings in order to do energy work. I believe we need to be attuned to the energy. And I personally experienced being attuned long before I ever took a class. I experienced prana and chi, and I experienced downloads of information. So I understand that that's not a requirement to be attuned to doing distance Reiki or doing energy healing in general. Sometimes downloads just happen and you're doing it because you are alive and it is life force and it is moving through you and it is activated. And then sometimes it's not activated, you're not aware of it, you didn't grow up with it, and having a training helps become a doorway for you to then be able to sense into it, experience it, understand it, cultivate it, grow it in your life. And so my classes do look different based on who's there. For today and for an introduction to energy work, what I would like to encourage for you to do is just to become aware of the energy within and become aware of your own innate healing power in your hands. So we'll start by warming the hands up. Tap on your palm. Have an intention to build awareness around your life force, around this prana that's moving within and everywhere around you. Often we don't sense it because we're so used to it. So having a contrast helps create difference so that you can sense. At some point you don't need the contrast to learn, but that is a way to learn. So we warm up our hands and then rub them together. And the first part of today is going to be about relaxing. Place one hand on your forehead and one hand on the back of your head. If sitting up is uncomfortable for the body, lay down. Just notice what you sense, the warmth between the hands. Deepen the breath to a comfortable level, where as you inhale and you exhale, you're increasing the life force and prana with your breath. For the next hand position, rub your hands together, make them warm, and then place your hands over your ears, allowing your ears to relax. Nothing to do. If you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes. Feel the energy between your hands. Feel the warmth. Create an intention to allow that universal life force to magnify and flow through you to increase your healing. Breathe deeper to a comfortable level, using your breath to increase life force. We receive energy from the sun, we receive energy from the earth, we receive energy from the prana we breathe in through the air. We receive energy from our food, from water. In order to receive energy, we also have to cleanse energy. We cleanse energy through our exhale. We cleanse energy through elimination. We let go of the food we don't need. We we let go to gravity, we surrender physical tightness. Rub your hands together one more time and place one hand over the heart and one hand at the top of the head. Nice, allowing the energy to flow. This is an introduction to energy healing. In my classes, we often have 3 segments to each class, and we'll chat a little bit before we begin. As a group, we'll discuss what our intentions are. And for today, we just did some self-care. For the next thing, I'm going to do distance Reiki. And I want you to get comfortable and lay down. The intention is that this life force is coming from the highest possible place and the highest good of all concerned, for myself, for you, for everyone around us, including the earth. I create an intention to ask Spirit to assist in the ways that we do not know or understand, that are subconscious, so that this is in the highest good of all concerned. May the energy flow to you where you need it most at this time. If you'd like to make an intention, you're welcome to. Maybe put your hands on a part of the body or outward. If you want to work on the emotional self or the chakras, you could be above the body. But place an intention for the healing. Once the intention is set, let go of expectations, because truly what is in our highest good, often we don't know. Often it is subconscious. So we want to get out of the ego, get out of ego being sense of separateness, and just trust that by having the intention, asking Spirit for help, and then getting out of the way, getting the ego out of the way, and going into a place of receiving and rest. Knowing that your subconscious mind will filter out anything that's not in your highest good. You don't have to think about it. You are safe. Your energy is protected. And then relax. Relax. You've made your intention. Let go of expectation. Be open and receptive. This energy healing crosses time and space. Scanning each chakra, the crown chakra, the third eye, creating balance. The throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the sacral chakra. The root. The knees. And the feet. Your earth star. The physical body, aligning and balancing. Your emotional body is energy healing, is to center and create balance on all levels. Your mental body, your historic and genetic body, take a deep breath in and out. Breathe to the degree that it feels good, increasing your life force, letting go of stale energy through your exhale. Your higher self, your spiritual body, I'm grateful for this gift of energy healing. May it be used to bless our lives. Rub your hands together. You don't have to get up if you're laying down, but rub your hands together, and from your tailbone, in the front of your body, imagine from your tailbone all the way up your body, you're zipping yourself up. And then imagine a cord, your hand, imagine reaching the energy of your hand down to your tailbone, pulling the energy of your back up to right below your nose, and zip your field up. And from here, we're going to send energy to the earth. So you can activate your palms. Imagine sending love, prana, life force, healing energy to Mother Earth. Imagine a small earth out in front of you. Place your hands up and allow that prana and life force chi to magnify, intensify, with the intention of this being for the greatest good of all concerned, all people, all animals, all plants, the air, the earth, and all the elements. May it be, may it flow to where it needs to go most right now. If there's anything that I do not know, consciously or unconsciously, Spirit, please help align the energies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm sharing my intention and prayer out, but this is not attached to a specific faith, you can express, use your own language to connect. And from there, even if all you do is put your hands up and wish love and energy flowing to the earth, that is beautiful. And if you don't have the energy to give, continue to rest, place your hands on your heart, and fill your cup up first. So do this part of class when you feel an abundance of prana and life force and you have the energy to give. It feels really good to give. Especially when you're coming from that place of feeling energized, alive, connected. You can imagine the earth rotating, different parts of the earth showing up for the healing. Nice. We'll do this for a few more minutes. And the energy feels complete. Imagine the earth getting smaller, disappearing. Thank you, Mother Earth, for all that we are. I am grateful. Once again, bring your palms together, rub your hands together, zip up your energy field. So you zip up your energy field by taking your hand from the pubic bone, imagining coming up from the tailbone, all the way to the chin. And then your hand comes behind you and imagine from the tailbone, pulling the energy up your spine, around your head, below your nose. Seal in the energies. Good. So in my classes, they're usually an hour long. We start with a check-in. and we end a closing class together. And we usually have a theme of 3. So we might do something similar to self-Reiki and then sending Reiki to each person in the group. We might learn something where I talk about doing a specific kind of energy healing and we practice it together. We might send energy to each person in the group or do distance healing if people are feeling called to call people in and we create a larger group to do distance healing around. Each group is different. I tailor it to the people that are there. And this is a lovely introduction to this work. I hope that you enjoyed your experience and that you're feeling more peaceful. Other classes and offerings that I share is doing one-on-one sessions for energy healing. I usually use Zoom, but I don't need to use the computer at all for distance healing. I do teach Ayurveda. It's a 3-hour introduction, and then from there I have a team of people I work with. I have a yoga class that I share once a week that's video on demand. I tailor it to a small group of people that are enrolled in the class, and I do a lot. I also have a massage practice here in Philadelphia, PA. So I've been doing healing work for 20 years. I love this work. I'm really grateful for opportunities that I can come together in community with others and just be in this environment. I love it. So thank you for being here. And I look forward to meeting you in the realm of all of it, in person and in Zoom and in video, in email. If you have any questions or you'd like to share your experience with me, you can reach out. I'm happy to hear from you. And have a great day.